G'day there, I'm David Janetsky. I'm a member for Toowoomba South, but far more importantly, I'm patron of the Hip Pocket Rockets, team owned by the incomparable Graham Strang and his business that offers such great service to our community. So thanks Strangy for everything you do in our community and back in cricket. I'm here today with Hip Pocket Rockets captain Sean McCarthy. And Sean's been skipper last year for the first year of the Bush Bash, and he's back again for a second year here at the Bush Bash. So it's my privilege. Normally I'm on the other side of this interviewing business, so I get to live my childhood dreams now and ask a seriously good cricketer a few questions about his background, what he's up to, and what's ahead for the Rockets this year, because I get a feeling the trend is right, and I reckon we're going to go all the way this year. So, welcome, Sean.
Honourable member. Glad to be here.
Mate, thank you. I don't get that very often. Sean, just for everybody that's watching, can we start with a bit of your cricket background? So, grew up here, this sort of stuff, and tell us a bit about your cricketing background to get to here.
Yeah, certainly. So, born and raised in Toowoomba, I began playing cricket as a 7-year-old in under-9s. My brother was playing his first year of under-9s, and my folks thought it would be a good idea for me to get stuck into playing cricket as well too. I don't remember a great deal from it at that time, except I think I hated the game, to be completely honest, but stuck with it and kept playing along the way.
Did you have another sport that you were keen on?
I was a big soccer fan growing up, but
Yeah.
in the backyard, it was any sport, whatever the season was, that's what we were playing in the backyard at that age.
And I love backyard cricket. I still have this game today where I throw balls against my brick wall at home and hit them. It's not Bradman-esque, but it's a flat brick wall, mate. There's nothing contoured about it.
Stump, can you? It's got to be an extra wide bat. Yeah.
But what was your backyard like when you were a kid?
We had a 1,000 square metre block, so we had a bit of a backyard there as well too. So
tennis ball, hard ball?
No, we had a tennis ball, and we used to go play sideways across there, so it was very short straight. But we never had the 6 and out rule. We played full-blooded games where one team would be one country, someone would be the other one.
Absolutely.
You'd bat your full 10, and you'd have to bowl like the bowlers from the other team as well too. Wow. So.
That's
pretty
good.
Sure I used to be Pakistan because Shoaib Akhtar was playing for Pakistan, so you could literally bowl as fast as you wanted to.
Yeah. You don't have Shoaib's hair though, do you? Really?
No. Or his ability.
Yeah. I love watching on YouTube. Shoaib Akhtar. Wow.
Yeah.
So you came in off the long run?
Tried to.
Very.
Yeah. Always. But so that's what we used to do, and then the years just kept playing for Western Districts in Toowoomba all the way through, and then started playing A-grade cricket for West about 15 years ago.
Yep.
And along the way, certainly met and played with some wonderful cricketers, and I've been fortunate enough to play a bit of representative cricket for Toowoomba, Darling Downs, South Queensland Country, and 5 years with the Queensland Country Brahmins in the past as well too. So been very fortunate to have a bit of cricketing history behind myself there.
And you were, so you would have played for West in some of the tougher years, and then into the glory years.
Yeah, exactly.
How was that transition? As a struggling club, and then making that transition to.
It was a very quick transition for us because we went from coming last one season to winning the premiership the next year. So we were always heading in the right direction with a lot of talented youngsters and guys that have been around for a few years. We're improving as well too. We were lucky enough to get Brian May come back to the club, and he made a big difference, not just with his run scoring ability, but with what he brought from a leadership perspective and what he could teach everyone in the team, myself included. Everything just seemed to click. The guys had a lot of hunger, a lot of passion, and a want to win, and it's gone from there. And the last 7 years, I think it's been, West have won the last 7 club championships, and we've won plenty of A-grade premierships in that time too. You won't see me want to get rid of it. It's a fantastic feeling.
And the Bush Bradman, Brian May, like you said, it's not just the run scoring, it's that leadership as well. And when you're here, I hadn't realised West won 7 club championships in a row.
Yeah,
wow.
TCI record, broke that record last year. A lot of clubs had 6, but we broke the record for 7 last year. So that was a really special moment for the entire club. So it's not just A-grade, you can see that it filters right down every single grade, which is
that's leadership.
Beautiful. Yeah, exactly right.
Brilliant. We had all the the usual TCI structure, and the Bush Bash came in. My good mate Ken had a bit to do with it, and a couple of other really great people that have put in a lot of effort and time, and then you get the owners who are tipping in their money and time into it as well. What did you think of the idea when you first heard about it, and probably did you expect to go it as well for it to go as well as what it has?
I'd heard the first bit of talk. I think it was from Kent, probably about 3-4 years before it actually kicked off, and I thought a great idea, but who's going to step up and who's going to take on the responsibility to do it? And lucky there were a few guys that wanted to do it. It's been fantastic. Like, there's no two ways about that. It's just hard to describe what it's done for Toowoomba cricket. I think it certainly brought the cricketing community a lot closer to each other, because you're playing with guys from separate clubs that you knew nothing about before doing this as well too. So, yeah, big tick from myself.
Yeah, and the draft idea, that's added a little bit of pizzazz to the Bush Bash. Like, how do you think you've gone this year, for instance? Like the team, your first draft pick, second draft pick. Like, did you get the players that you were hoping to get?
Yes, of course we did.
Absolutely.
Always the case. I'm not going to let our guys down by saying that we didn't want them at all. No, I think last year, as a group, myself and Clarkey and Graham and our manager then, Ian, I think we spent probably collective 4 to 6 hours trying to work out our draft strategy. This year it was probably closer to an hour. I think because we sort of knew what to do this time around a little bit better. But yeah, plenty of fun, mate. It's on the go, non-stop on the night, and that's probably been my personal highlight of the Bush Bash so far, is those 2 draft nights, because it's just so intense and interesting.
And COVID's thrown a spanner in the works this year. I remember last year at the draft night it was massive. I missed this year's draft night. It had to be a bit more curtailed, but the atmosphere was still there, and
of course it was. A lot of the players still were able to turn up as well too. And from a team selector point of view, you don't really notice too much of what's going on behind you, because you've got your head buried in the laptop or in thousands of sheets of paper trying to figure out who you're going to pick next, trying to put a team together.
No.
But I think, it's probably a bit too far out to start looking towards next year and hoping to get a big crowd there. But that one last year was fantastic, and this year was still enjoyable as well too, mate. Well,
mate, on the Hip Pockets page, Strangy put the call out for questions, and there's a few cricket, there's a few non-cricket.
Hit me with them, mate.
Mate. Let's see how we go here. One of my favourite questions of all time is always, cricketers are terribly superstitious, shockingly superstitious. You hear some crazy things about cricketers. Give us some of the insights into your superstitions. Is it eating? Is it underwear? What is it, mate?
Oh, I don't think we've got enough camera in the film to go through them all, to be honest. Enough time in the day. But underwear, has to match a colour for us, the team that we're playing with. So I have red underwear that I'll wear for the Rockets.
Excellent.
Underwear
this
for
is
West.
Good.
The underwear can't match the colour of the opposing team. So if we're playing...
That's next level, mate.
Yeah, so we're playing Adacare this weekend and Grammar, so they can't be green or whatever colour Grammar are.
I'm guessing they're playing yellow or blue or something.
Yeah, something like that. But, definitely there. Similar colour socks as well too.
You don't go, you got to put left sock on first, right sock or anything?
No, I think I did that years ago, but I outgrew that one. Yeah. So I'm glad I outgrew one of them at the very least.
Yeah.
Our first game for the Rockets, I actually forgot my skin, so I wore some shorts underneath it, just some black shorts.
Yep.
We won the game, so I had to wear them last Sunday as well too. But we lost that game, so I might be able to ditch that one now and move on to something else too. But during the game when we're batting, it's a staunch tradition that nobody asks what the batters are on as an individual sport.
Okay.
I've seen it far too many times where blokes are in the 40s or the 90s and someone asks what they're on, someone tells, and out they go. It is solely the person's fault who asks as well, so not the bloke who got it.
No, of course.
You can't get up and move during the over.
Yeah.
Or if you do, you have to be seated before the next ball's bowled.
Now, as skipper, do you enforce some of these superstitions on your team, or do you just quietly leave them out? Or
I was actually pretty cruisy with the guys the last couple of games there too. So.
And what are you? You're 1-1, aren't you? So,
1-1.
Okay.
So both times we've set a total though. So first time we set a total, so I wasn't too worried about that.
True.
And the second game, it didn't really get close enough for me to get up a few blokes to start doing the right thing as well too. So
okay,
yeah.
Okay, another. I do like this one. This one's come from Andrew Spreadborough. What are your 5 favourite cliches in an interview?
Even Spread and I, we love talking cliches. Okay. So rule number 1: always give full credit to the boys. That's the unwritten rule. Every
got to
day
give full credit to the boys.
You just want to take it 1 week at a time.
I love that one.
Happy to walk away with the points at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, of course.
Yep. Thanks to the fans for coming out. That's a big one
That's
too.
a big one.
If you lose a game, you can say we'll go back to the drawing board, address a few things for training, and see
come
what we
back
can
stronger
do.
next week.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yep.
Give 110%.
Always
Back
110,
yourself, mate. Always give
yeah.
110%. I like to say do the 1%ers right. That's a big one for me too. So. Yeah.
My favourite was I stole one off Steve Waugh. I use I use it regularly. Control the controllables. I always use that one. You control what you can. So I stole that out of the Steve Waugh book.
It's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. I might take that off.
It's all yours. Actually, It's all yours. So that's good. Now, a non-quick cricket question just for a minute. And I thought this was a bit of a Mickey question, but apparently you are old enough to know Friends, the TV show.
Of course.
You've been asked to rank your favourite friends 1 to 6.
Who's asked that question? Can I ask?
Nick Gabbett.
Oh, Nick, yeah.
Yeah,
Nick
Nick.
and I have good friends discussions. So.
Okay.
Favourite friends, all
So
right.
what do we got?
Number 6 is
So
Ross.
this is least favourite.
This is Ross.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
Yep, we're
if,
agreed.
If you like Ross, you've got problems.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
No, that's true.
I reckon with the rest of the other 5 though, probably Chandler at 5,
Yeah, he's
Rachel
pretty
at
annoying.
4,
Yep.
Monica at 3, Joey at 2, and Phoebe at 1.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a fair call. I reckon everyone out there would probably... That's there or thereabouts, I reckon.
Yeah.
Good job, mate. Good job. I like that.
Ask me next week, it'll be
Yeah.
different. But Ross will still be at 6, don't worry about that.
Yeah. And we're all agreed on that, for sure. One from Luke Neal, back to cricket. What's the percentage breakdown of your batting dismissals? I reckon this is a loaded question, is it? How do you most normally get out?
I don't really bat, to be completely honest. But, and Luke's my captain for Western District, so I can solely blame him.
And
for the
I
fact
think
that
I think that's why he's trying to stitch you up
probably
here.
is,
Okay, we'll park that.
I could answer.
What do you reckon?
I'd probably say 75% run out. Big run out candidate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're calling, or they're always they're calling?
I'm calling.
You're calling?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
either me that's getting run out or the other bloke.
Okay.
Yeah. I just love to run like an idiot, but it doesn't matter.
When you're
my
there,
aim
it's-
every year is to run a 5 all run. I just love doing that. I think it's just embarrassing for the fielding team if someone runs 5 all
I've
run.
never heard that as an
Without
aspiration.
there being an overthrow. I've done it twice in my career. So
Have you?
Yeah.
At Heritage Oval?
No, one was at Rockville and the other one was at Captain Cook 7. So they're both
Ooh.
small fields. So yeah, I was pretty impressed.
That's impressive.
The one at Captain Cook 7 was with this fellow Ron Jensen. He was just filling in for A grade there. And Ronnie's your standard Toowoomba athlete.
Yep.
So paint that picture if you will. It was the last ball of the innings and we were just running like fools. And I think he walked off. He said to our then president Dan Gabbett, "Never pick me an A grade again." So. Sorry,
But you got the 5.
You won't be watching.
You
but
got the
sorry,
5.
mate.
That's
Yeah,
the main thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love this one from Ryland Martin. I get a feeling you probably bowl pretty sharp and probably under some dodgy lights at net sessions. His question is, after bowling no balls by 6 metres at training, how do you bowl so few in the real game?
You don't get called for free hits in the training session.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's because I just like to bounce Ryland.
Yeah.
That's why I seem to
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
step onto the concrete.
He's also followed up with a second question where he questions whether you're an alpha human on and off the field, but we don't even need to go there. Thank you for that, Ryland. How do you bowl 2020? So it's a batsman's game. How do you target, when you start, how do you target? What line, what length are you generally trying to bowl? What's most successful? I know you'll change according to batsmen.
Yeah,
but
you will. And it depends on what time you're bowling as well too. But you don't really have to change a heck of a heap in T20s, especially in your first over, in my opinion. If you want to bowl 4th, 5th stump line, coming through at the top of the stumps, around that thigh, hip height, like just below hip height.
Yep. You're still wanting them to nick off.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, if you can consistently put the same ball in the right spot, it'll take a good bat to be able to work you out and put you into different areas of the field. And you can set your own field that way as well too. So yeah. No, but I think with T20s, you do have to change your bowling up pretty regularly. But I think out of your 24 balls that you would bowl in a T20, you could probably get away with bowling at least 15 around that 4th, 5th stump, top of the stump line.
And you bowl, what kind of variety do you bring in? Have you got a couple of different slower balls, or is it all just flat chat?
Everything away.
Yeah.
No.
You got the Warnie, he had a new ball every year, and the Zooter and the Shooter and the...
You've got to work on everything.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to try and execute everything. And the basics are your slower ball, your Yorker at the base of the pegs, your wide Yorker just inside the wide line.
Yep.
That's always a good one to bowl as well too. You got to get your bouncer right. There's no point bowling a bouncer where it's chest high or above the head.
I love the slower ball bouncer.
Yep,
I reckon
I'm
that.
a big fan of that one as
yeah,
well
that's a
too.
good
That
one.
was my next one to say. So
Yeah.
always
good.
love seeing a batsman. Have no idea how to play that.
And tell me, so do you cop anything, like they always say, batsman captains, you don't see many fast bowler captains?
There's probably a reason for that.
I still reckon
I wouldn't say it with the team owner sitting
Yeah,
in the
no.
room.
I remember when Jeff Lawson was captain of the New South Wales Shield team years and years ago, 20 odd years ago. I think he was the first fast bowler I remember really skippering a team, and he was really successful. Why don't more bowlers, and I'm even thinking the Australian context now, a guy like Paddy Cummins, there's not many people talking about him being a future captain of Australia. Maybe a little bit, but why don't bowlers get a better shot at it?
Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest, David. I got no clue. I think there's some smug little batsman probably came up with the idea that fast bowlers are just dumb brutes that bowl quick.
Yeah.
We bowl quick, bowl fast, hit head,
Yeah.
that sort of thing too. So, which we do. Don't get me wrong about that.
I know.
But
Still scared by you all.
mate. We're still quite intellectual beings.
Indeed.
That's for sure. So yeah.
Mate, and you've just proven that. Perfect. Love the interview.
By not giving an answer. Yeah.
Folks, that was Sean McCarthy, skipper of the Hip Pocket Rockets. I probably should ask one last question. This year, aspirations, 1-1 now. Do you think, obviously, we've got the potential, we're going to go all the way, we're going to win everything.
Yeah.
Team to beat, who's going out early and strong at the moment?
Our first game this weekend is against Adacare Aztecs, and they've had a pretty formidable batting lineup. They've been scoring a lot of runs in their top order, which not many other teams have been doing. They've got a couple of blokes out this week, though, so we'll hopefully take advantage of that. I mean, like you said, we're 1-1 at the moment. We've got 2 games this weekend, and the idea is to win both of those games so that everything's in our court come the final game. We don't have to worry on other results or anything like that, which is what failed us a little bit last year. That last game we had to win by a certain...
It was all on the line.
Certain over and all the rest as well too. But no, looking forward to seeing what our guys are capable of doing this weekend. I think our bowling's been on par. I think our batting's got a little bit of room for improvement. But I know that our guys are just around the corner from putting it all together. Brilliant. And this Sunday is going to be the day, mate. All the way.
Brilliant. Sean, thank you. Thanks for your time, mate. And it's been a real pleasure to talk to you. I'll take away some of those superstitions. That's very detailed. Very
I'm sure
detailed.
I've got more too. If you
Thanks, folks. Thanks, Strangy, for having us in here. Thanks for your support for cricket, and go Rockets.